tutorial on the Axion TestNet. So this tutorial is for those that like visual aids and you either want to just play around with the testnet or you want to actually review it and put in some claims or put in some feedback that you may get some claims, bounty claims for. And so we're going to get straight into all of that. Whatever you need to use it for, we're going to show you how to use it and set it up in this video. Now it is a testnet, and meaning that everything that we're doing will be pretend. It's not on a commercial level, because that's not until mainnet. Mainnet is when it officially starts, and so this testnet will run for 7 days. And so here we are on day 1. Now, as you can see, there are 3 pages. There's the claim page on the Axion TestNet site, and then that's where you would claim your hex and claim your hex 2T. So those are the 2 inputs, and the outputs that you get are Axion on the other side. Okay, so that would show up in your wallet, which we're going to add soon. The next one is the auction, which is going to be the exciting stuff that happens every day as it launches. And so what you're going to find is that you have your Axion will be in here that you got from your claim. It will be in here, and if you want to put an Ethereum, you'll put Ethereum in here. Of course, there's a generate referral link. Okay, at the bottom, once you've got yourself in the auction, it will show up your auction for that day. And then the third page is staking. So once you've got your Axion either through the claim or through the auction, you can go to Axion, the staking, and you will have your wallet balance here, and we're going to add the Axion wallet as well. So we're going to add the Axion wallet, we're going to add the Hex 2T wallet, and we're going to add the other token. So we'll have a quick look at it in a second. So here we are. We've got the big pay down the bottom. And what happens is that you'll put in your amount of Axion, you'll put in the number of days, and it will tell you how much you will get in terms of shares over the period, what your repayment is, and once you've done that, it will show down the bottom as your stake. Okay, so you put in your staked amount and period here, and it'll still be staked below. So let's get straight into it. And as you can see, there's a MetaMask wallet that's already auto connected. So I signed on to this test wallet. So you can see Axion TestNet is the name of the wallet. That's the address. At the moment, you can see that we've got no Ethereum, nothing at the moment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the instructions, which I'll leave in the description below. And it's going to tell you, step 1, switch to Rosen network on MetaMask. So Ropstein network on the MetaMask is a test network, okay? Not real, just test. So just remember that, we're just, it's like a game, we're just going to be testing it like that. So we're going to go to MetaMask. If you've got your MetaMask, you can either use your, you can use any account. You can set up a new account if you just want to use a fresh account. And you just go at the top here. So from mainnet is what you'll normally be on, okay? So you want to make sure that you click Rosen. So you can just click back between these two, but we want to go to the Ropstein test network, okay? So you can see that at the top. That means we're playing now. Let's just pretend money that we're going to have, all cryptocurrency. So the Ethereum that's going to be in is just going to be pretend, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is go back to the instructions. You can see we've done step 1. Now step 2, we can get some Ethereum from these different faucets, which are all pretend Ethereum. So you can click any of those, but I'm going to be using the following one, which is test.bittaps.com, and I'll leave the link below. I think this is really fast, so it shows up pretty instantaneous. So as you can see, we've got no ETH at the moment, but we want to get some Ethereum so we can enter the auction lobby on the Axion platform. So if we go to the auction, we want to get some Ethereum so that we have it, we can enter into this auction. Okay, right here. So we've got balance is 0 at the moment, which is the same as our wallet. The wallet is 0. So let's just, let's just go to here, copy your address, then go to the test page, which is test.bittaps.com. We'll put our address in there, and you get, this is really fast. You can get 1 Ethereum every minute. So let's get one of those. We're going to get one of those. Boom, there it goes. It's our hash for that. We're going to find that Ethereum's going to pop up in here. Won't take long. So I hope you sit back with a cup of coffee and or a cup of tea and enjoy this. It's just a really relaxed session, just going through the testnet, and we'll just wait for that to come through. So you can, on this page, you can do one every minute, so one request per every minute, and the Ethereum will show up in your wallet. There we go. So we've got one Ethereum already, so that's fantastic. Now we can get another one. You can get as many as you like. It's okay, we've got 23 seconds left, so we've got to wait a few seconds. There we are, there's timer there. So we've got to just wait, but you can get 100 Ethereum if you want. You just claim every minute. So yeah. So let's see if we get another one. No, it's still 6 seconds to go. We'll get 2 Ethereum just to get a bit more. There we go. There's a second one coming in. So it'll take a few seconds as we saw before. We've got 1 Ethereum at the moment. So let's go back to the Axion where we've got. At the moment you have to refresh the page, so that might be some feedback that can be provided. So you can see our balance is now 1 Ethereum. Alright, so now you got that, you can actually work the auction straight away. You don't have to go to do the claim page or staking page. You can just go here and put in 1 Ethereum. So if you did that, let's have a look at what happens. So at the moment we're just playing with the auction. So it's going to ask for some gas fees. We don't have enough gas at the moment. Basically we do have slightly enough. So let's just reject that for a second. And let's go back to see if we've got 2 Ethereum. There we've got 2, so we'll do that again. So these are the little things that you can be aware of, that you're going to need some gas fees. We're going to confirm that. Now it's processing. So this is how easy it is to set up the auction. Pretty crazy. As you can see, this the test is 401 Ethereum in the lobby, auction lobby already, that people have been testing all over the world. Now there's no Axion in there. Obviously they don't want to hook that up at this stage because that's going to be based on free claims and other things. So that might be something that the team did intentionally. One would expect there to be Axion in for the auction lobby so that you know your ratio. So we've got a ratio down there at the moment, so they've just given a fixed one from the looks of it. So that's still processing, and we'll just go up to the top. And, you can see that processing in your wallet. So there you see it's been successfully done, so that's done. So it's got bet. This is the ticket, so you can actually click on that ticket and you can see all the different details. Okay, you can actually, if you want to review the tickets, you can review that and give any feedback if you think something doesn't look right. You can also go view it on Etherscan. Okay, that's how easy that is. So we're going to close that, and we're going to go scroll down. Now we're in the auction. So the 1st of October 2020. Actually, now the pool shows nothing because the team's put nothing in there for the day. That will be a dynamic calculation as well, based on claims, etc. of Hex. And then you've got ETH in the pool. You've got 403, which matches up nicely there. You've got my bet ETH, so we've got our Ethereum, just slightly less than 1 because of the fees. And yeah, it's got the word your winnings at the moment. They'll probably change that name, so you could probably give some feedback on that, and so forth. And that's basically what you're going to win in the auction, so we'll see. Obviously there's little helpers there, just basically tells you the function that you've got. You can also click the generate referral, and you can look at that as well. So hopefully that helps with the auction. That's how simple that was. So let's go to the next step. So we've already got some faucets. You can either use these 3 or the one that I showed here. We might as well click again and get another Ethereum in there. Why not? So now we're up to step 3. Add all custom contracts on testnet to your MetaMask asset list. Okay, so we're going to add these 3 contracts, and these are all just pretend. Okay, so we're going to add a Hex 2T. So we're going to do that. Go down there, we're going to add token on our wallet. We're going to go to custom. We're going to add in that address, and it automatically brings up Hex 2T 18. Remember, this is all just pretend, and there we are, we've got that in there. So we're going to add that token, and we'll click back, and now you can see we've got 1 ETH, we've got Hex 2T. Right, now we're going to add the Hex contract. This is just pretend too. Just want to re-emphasize that point so that you know that you're not playing with real money, or real crypto in this case. I'm going to custom again. See, we've got hex there, 8, so we're going to add that in, and we're going to add token. And voila, there we are. So now you can see that we've got Ethereum, which we started off with as default, X2T, Hex, and now we're going to finally add our last one, which is going to be the Axion token. So let's go do that. So we're going to scroll down, custom, add that address in there, the token contract address. It's got Axion, that's good, 18, that'd be great, and we're going to add that token, and voila, there we are. So now we've added all these addresses, and it looks pretty similar. We haven't got as much ETH, but you know, we can keep free claiming on here, and we can get heaps more. So that's the fun of the game. So once again, we've got we're going to now get some Testnet Hex 2T. So but first we got some Ethereum. Now we're going to get some Hex 2T. Now we've got all the addresses. So we're going to send some Testnet Ethereum to the Testnet Hex. So now we're going to use we're going to copy this address, and you can see that's the same address as this one up here. So you can copy either of them. So we're going to copy this address here. Now we should have some Ethereum in our wallet. We've got 3 Ethereum, so we're going to actually send some of it. So we're going to send. We're going to put in that address that we want, the Hex2T one. Yep, and we're going to put in. Let's put in 2 Ethereum. We're going to go next to Ethereum. So we're going to have a little bit of gas fees. Okay, there's all pretend gas fees, so don't get too alarmed there. So that's processing. So there we are, it's processing now. So because we set Ethereum, we just have a look on that. Just let it process away. No need to speed it up or anything. And we'll let that follow through. There we are, the contract interactions happen. So once again, if you want to give feedback, you can look at the contract and say, does that contract look all correct? You can also view it on Etherscan if you want to do any reviews to help the team with the testnet phase. And there you can see, for those 2 Ethereum, we got 2 million Hex 2T. So 1 Ethereum was 1 million Hex 2T. And already we're starting to have fun on the platform. Alright, so that's what we've done that. Once confirmed, you'll see it in the thing. So we're up to that point. We've already seen it in our wallet, as you can see. Our wallet looks pretty similar to this now. See that? Looks pretty good. So now we're going to get some Testnet Hex, right? So the reason why we're getting some Hex2T and Testnet Hex is so that we can go to the claim page, because we want to get some Hex and we want to get some Hex2T. That's why we're doing this. So we're going to get some Hex, and we're going to get to the instructions. So go to this address. So we're going to do that. Let's click on this, and we'll bring up this address here. And what we're going to do is, when you're on this page, you want to actually go to the contract tab. So you can see that that's OXB4 is OXB4. You can see that in the address. That's where we are. And you want to go to contract, then write contract, okay? Alright, so you want to, and then scroll down, and you want to scroll down further. Let me just see where we are here. So we want to go to mint. That's what we're going to go to. So we're going to go. So we've got that, and we're going to go. We're going to copy this address here. We're going to put it in there, and then we're going to put the amount. So we're going to go 50. We're going to have 5 and then 14 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're going to click write. Okay. Oops, sorry, we've got to connect the wallet to Web3. And we're going to click MetaMask. Okay. So we're connected there. You can see it's connected to our current test wallet. We're going to scroll down. We've put in our address. We've got the 5 with 14 zeros. We're going to go right. And this is going to issue us some, we're going to approve that, and it's going to issue, you can actually view your transaction. That's going to issue us some Hex. So we'll just wait for that to happen. So there we are, it's processing. That'll just take a few seconds. We'll just wait for that. There we are. So we got ourselves 5 million hex. Now we had 14 zeros to get that 5 million hex, right? So we're going to go back, and now you can see we've got Ethereum in here. We've got hex 2T, and we've got some hex in there. So that's fantastic. Let's go back to you've got all the decimals here, so you can copy all that if you want to read the instructions. Now we're going to go to swap your Testnet Hex to for Testnet Axion. So we're going to go into here, and we're going to actually, you can see the balance is 0, so we're going to have to refresh the page. Now the team may deal with that, so that could be some feedback to have an auto refresh. What you can see now is that we've got our 5 million hex in the input, which you can see we have 5 million hex there, and we've also got our balance for hex 2T, which is 2 million, and we've got our 2 million over here. So it's working very nicely. So now we can put in 2 million. Let's just do 1 million, for example. 1 million. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And once we've done that, it highlights the send. Alright, we could send max, but we're just going to send this particular amount, which is 1 million. So we're going to process that. We're going to approve that fee. So remember, there's always a little bit of gas fees. This is all pretend, of course, but when it goes live, it will have real gas fees. So as you're watching, you may pick up certain things that you think, oh, I could give some feedback on that particular aspect. So now we're going to confirm this transaction. So we kind of approved it, and now we're processing it. That's basically what we did with those two transactions. So we're swapping it into the swap contract here. So that was successful. Went really well. Once again, you can see all the transactions up in the particular area. So hex 2T, you can see we did an approved transaction there. Hope that helps. Alright, so now we've got 1 million in the swap contract, hex 2T. We can draw that back, of course, so you can test that out for yourself. Or we can swap it, okay? So this is an issue that may come up, is how much Axion you're actually going to get. So that's feedback for the team. Once again, this is testnet, so we're just looking at all these things. So we're going to swap that. We're going to now swap this 1 million hex 2T into Axion. So here we go, we're going to click that swap. I'm going to pay a few little bit of fees. This is all pretend crypto, of course, because we are on the Ropstein test network for Ethereum. So this is processing away. Let's have a quick look, see where that's going. So we're going to go in there. There's a smart contract running. Just give that a few seconds. And you see they've got nice little informations at the top there. That will obviously just a standard one, but will be full with lots of different good information. So that's the session went through. You can also look at the transaction on the Etherscan here. So we're going to close that. Once again, it doesn't actually show anything at the stage, so that's something for the team to review. We're just going to refresh that. Right, so we've got 1 million left here. Okay, so with the 1 million Axion, we swapped 1 million hex 2T into 1 million Axion. So that actually shows up at the moment. Shows up in our wallet. So now we've got 1 million Axion. Before we had nothing there. Alright, so you can see we've got 1 million Axion. So now we've got all the different types of cryptos. We've got 1 million Axion, which means we can now go to staking. Okay. We've got 5 million hex on the free claim. That feature's not on at the moment, it appears. So you can click on there, but nothing is. That's the output. So that feature needs to be worked on. So we're going to go to staking. You can see we've got our 1 million Axion that we just purchased through our hex 2T. Right. So there it is there. And so we're going to put in 500,000. 1, 2, 3. We can see that there's a default thing. So some of these little tidy things have been reported. We're going to put in 350 days to get the big day bonus. You can see it's got the days left here for the big payday. Of course, it's all just test dummy. shows you how long pays better and the total that we've got. Right, so that's 500 plus the 95,879. And then we can go deposit. So at the moment we've got nothing below payday, but what we're doing is we're staking now. So here we are, we're going to stake, so I'm going to confirm that. As we do that, we're going to just drop back here. So you see we've done the swap of Testnet to Axion. We've done that just in that quick video. You can read further details below. Alright, and now we're going to actually do a stake. So this video was just to make it visually quicker for you to follow if you're not into reading all the detailed words. Once again, I'll leave all the links in the description below, just as we wait for this to process. Let's just go up and look at our wallet and see what's happening now. Approve Axion spend, so that's what this has gone through. We'll just wait for that to finish. So I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, leave a like down below and any comments. And obviously as you're watching this, you'll be able to see any feedback that you want to give to the team during the 7 days of testnet. You can do that on the form, so I'm going to show you the form at the end of this where you can submit, and I'll leave the link to that. If you want to do a bounty claim, you can do ones on bugs or on the look and feel, communication of the site, or any other. So we'll have a quick look at that at the end. So it's all processing here. It's all processing away. I think we've got a form to approve. Yep, sorry, we've got a form to approve. So for the fees, so we'll do that. Just keep mindful of that if you see a ticket come up here that didn't come up automatically. So processing away. Let's go have a quick look up at the Axion. This is what we were staking at the moment. We're staking half of it. So we'll just wait for that to process. Okay, transaction went successfully through. You can see the details on Etherscan. We're going to close that. So what happens, there's no auto refresh, so that's probably feedback for the team. So we're going to refresh this now on the page. We're doing manual refresh. Refresh that again. Okay, so now that's done it correctly. We've got 500,000 left in our wallet, which is correct. We had 1 million. And we've now got our open deposits or open stakes. So it starts on the 1st of October 2020, ends on 16th of September 2021, which is 350 days. So far no day has gone over, so it's zero progress, that's correct. We put in 500,000 Axion, and we're expecting the test shares are 95,879. Big payday is 1,020. So all of these numbers need to be checked by the team, and because this number doesn't look right on the face of it, so that feedback's already been gone. Now we've got interest here, so what we're going to do is withdraw this, and what happens is you would get penalties. So penalties would be given. So just to finish off this video, we're going to do penalties, and we're going to withdraw that. So we'll go to show you that after it's opened, it will go to old deposits basically. So I approved the ticket for that transaction. Then the team will probably do something here around about the penalties to explain penalties as they come up. So we'll just watch that in a second. So hope you're enjoying this relaxed session doing testnet. That's what it's all about, just playing around with the system, providing feedback to the team. I'll show you that at the end. So that transaction's gone through, and now it's called deposit history. So you've got 500,000, and this is the old history now. So it's closed. Let's have a quick look at our wallet. and we've got the 500,000 Axion, and so there's an issue there, so the team will look at that too. So let's just go back to we've got 500,000 here. I'm going to do 250,000 there, and we're going to put that on for let's say 1,000 days. I'm going to deposit that, confirm that, and let that ticket ride through. So at the moment we've got that one that we broke early. Because it's the first day, it may not be any penalties. We'll have to confirm that with the team. The transaction went through really well, and now you can see that refresh really nicely. So there was no need to manually refresh the page. We've got open deposits of one, which is a 250,000. We've got a one that we closed early, which would be a penalty stake, and that's where that is. So we can withdraw this one too. So hope you enjoyed that. That's a full view. We've gone through the auctions where we started with our Ethereum in our wallet. We had Ethereum in the wallet. We then put T2X and Hex in our wallet, and so that allowed us to go to the claim. We put in 2 million, we put in 1 million and swap that to Axion, that's Hex2T. We have 5 million Hex, which is not enabled yet to exchange, part of the free claim process. Finally, because we got Axion from our Hex2T, we then staked two lots of stakes over different periods of time, and we have one open, and then we cancelled one too. So that's a full test overview of that, and there's lots of different feedback that can be provided to the team. So where would you provide that? So you'd go to docs.google.com. There's a form, I'll leave the link below, and you can put in your details here. So you can put in type of report, bug, visual edit, other. You can put in the description of your issue that you've found, and you can put a picture of your attachment in here, and then submit, and that would be linked to your email account. Okay, so that would be really helpful to the team. Any feedback you want, either visual or bug or some other form of feedback. So 7 days for the testnet. Hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to subscribe, like and share, and hit the bell notifications, and let me know if you need anything further. But hopefully that's a good run, and I'll leave the links to all these pages below, and I will catch you in the next one.